Hey guys, what's going on? It's Harbaugh25, and we are back today with a great episode. I am so excited for this. We have our team builder, and we are the Topeka State University Cobras in Topeka, Kansas, the capital of Kansas, and they have brought a school to the FBS in Topeka State and the Cobras. So we will meet the team real quick as we go over to our depth chart. And first up, we got our quarterbacks. I've already redshirted a few guys, but we have Tyler Olson out of Massachusetts. He will be our starter for year one, coming in at a 70 overall. I'm redshirting David DePole just because he is bad, but he's a junior, so I don't want him to become a senior and then immediately leave right after. And then we got our running backs. Spencer Strickland's going to be leading the way, and then we have Keontae Tyson, who is more of our speedster with 91 speed, 94 excel. And then we also have this guy Ty Hardy, who he's got 90 speed and 93 excel, but he is a bit on the more terrible end. And I chose the cupcake schedule. It literally just came out today, the team builder website. So I threw this together, and this will be our team. So we have Demetrius Williamson as our number one receiver. He comes in as a deep threat as a senior. And then we also have Jevion Foreman, who is also a deep threat, coming in at a junior. And then rounding off, we have Kajay Peaks and LJ Young Jr. as our true freshmen starting, our 3 and 4. And then tight end, not much to see here. Scott McClure out of Alabama, and he's just not good. None of this team is really good. Then we get into the O-line, and Franklin might be one of our best players on the team, Callan Franklin, as he is a right tackle who is good on the pass protection side of things. And then right guard, like our whole offensive line is, in the 70 range opposed to our left guard, and our right tackle. So this is bad. This is just really bad. We have a 55 overall sophomore right tackle, Aiden Kramer. We'll be looking to get rid of him right after year one. Then we go to the defensive side of the ball. We got Joshua Townsend as a junior, and our sophomore, Ali McCrary. And then I will also redshirt Decker. Then we got our right end, Kobe Garland. Defensive tackle, Deshaun Weeks and Jarian Love. Then we also got Cade Bloom and DJ Dean. They are all sophomore, junior, senior. Then we got a freshman as well, but, they're not going to be any good, and all these guys will end up getting replaced very early. Taj Coles, middle linebacker Chase Freeman, and Bubba Van Claiborne, which I really hope he ends up being okay because that's a cool name. I will be playing every snap. We're on Heisman, 5-minute quarters, and no accelerated clock. And then to round off the roster, we got Jaden Bowie and Noah Collins Jr. as our corners, along with Terrell Pace and our freshman DeMarvin Holland, who's a 63 overall. He might actually be able to develop by the time he's a senior and be one of the better players on the squad. Then we have our safeties, Nico Solomon and Quincy Blue. And then to round it off with the kicker and the punter, we got Ian Wells and Matthew York. So that is the squad, as I chose a recruiter as my head coach. And we are now going to do some recruiting. I put my only 5 skill points into recruiter quarterback. That way, because we're going to need some quarterbacks. And we took over Kennesaw State as the team. And then for roster, I used the custom roster on the EA website. So we have all of the ratings. And for my team builder stadium, I'm using Cal Stadium because it had the least amount of branding on it. So it'll be a bigger stadium than what a normal collegiate team would be at this level. But, not everything can be super realistic. And now we get to the recruiting. which we are just kind of going to go down the list. If you're interested in me, I'm interested in you. So we're just going to sort by top 10 and go from there. Actually, first thing we are going to do is sort by top school. Does anyone want me? He wants me, so we will put him on the board. And then when you're a really shitty school, you kind of want to come out like this and just kind of go like, if they want you, you have them on your board. If you're a 1-star or a creative school, something terrible, you just want to go in, and anybody that has you in their top 10, you want to try to get them on your board. Now, once we get into a big list like this, we'll get, we won't want everybody on here, obviously. But like 3 stars, even though they're not great, they're going to be better than every player we have. Same with 2 stars. And even some 1-star gyms will probably be better than what we have. Now, this player, Trey Presley, he is a JUCO, so I don't really want him. Because, he'll come to the school and be able to play for 2 years. And, I mean, what's this school really going to do in 2 years? Not going to accomplish a whole ton. We'll get a quarterback here, Reggie Hunt. Put him on the board. So I'm going to go ahead and fill out some recruits here. And I will see you guys in a minute. All right, so we are back here, and we have 15 prospects right now. Obviously, we will go up with that. But we're going to offer everybody a scholarship here, as well as scout them. I meant to scout them first, but, obviously didn't do that. But basically, if they're not a bust, we offer them a scholarship. Oh my goodness, a gym kicker. You know what? When we can't move the ball, a kicker might be what we need. And we found our first bust here. Reggie Hunt was not the guy. Now, he does have an ability, and honestly, I might keep him on the board just because, a 3-star bust is basically like a 2-star. And a 2-star quarterback right now might be better than every other quarterback we have. So we might keep Reggie Hunt for now. All right, and we are back. We have officially gotten done with everyone. We only have 14 targets right now, but we have some gems. We got this running back, kicker, the running back, Jamison Fulkerts, out of Dearborn. And, I mean, he looks solid, He's got 91 speed, 91 excel, 81 juke move, so he seems to be a nice elusive back. Then we got this kicker who has 90 kick power, which is huge, 69 kick accuracy, which is actually on the higher end of what I've seen so far. Then we have Diego Peinalto, who has 90 speed, 90 excel, also a running back. Might move one of these 2 to receiver, though, if I get both of them. And then that is all of our gems. And then, obviously, we have the bust quarterback, Reggie Hunt, but I think I want to keep him just because he does look really good, for my school. So we're going to keep him for now, see how it goes. And then got another safety here, Tony Michaels. He looks solid out of Georgia. Out of Mission, Kansas, D'Angelo Merrick. So hopefully, he's just a little bit down the road. It'll make visits and stuff a lot easier. And we got Max Matthews, Del Clemens. And then I wasn't able to finish scouting, so I just made sure I got scholarships offered to everybody. So these guys we don't actually know about yet. But as far as our overview, we are top 10 on almost all of these outside of, looks like just 2 players. So that will do it. And then, so our next step here is going to be custom schedules. And I have went ahead and changed it up. We are going to be starting the season off with Ball State because they are one of the worst teams in the game. I don't want to play against an FCS school, but, well, I haven't decided. Do I start off against an FCS school, or do I start off against a real school? I feel like it's just more fun if I start off against a real team. But these FCS teams are actually, somewhat winnable. So, yeah, I don't know exactly if I want to play an FCS school, or I'll probably just stick it with Ball State, to be honest. But anyway, we got Ball State, and then we are going to have week 2 of every season. We're going to play a Kansas team. I don't know if it's going to be KU every time, or if we're going to flip-flop between KU and K-State. But regardless, week 2, every year it will be one of the two Kansas teams that I am playing. And then week 3 this year we'll have our bye. Then we'll be playing Tulsa, Old Dominion. Wanted some like relatively easier games just so I'm not getting my cheeks clapped every single week of the season. And then Jackson State, these are all locked in. We took over Kennesaw, so we're in their conference. And yeah, so we are good to go. I think everything is good to sim it to the next week now. So I probably won't play an actual game in this video. I will just get us to the first week. And then episode 2, which will come out tomorrow, will have week 1 and possibly more weeks. All right, so bye week 0 here. Let's go to our recruiting, see how we're doing with all these prospects. Probably not fantastic, as we're doing quite well for most of them here. It's not bad. One thing I want to do is finish scouting these last 5 guys. Alright, so none of them were bus or gyms, so now we have 170 hours to play with, and we are going to make sure that these gyms know that we want them. We are going to put as many points as possible on each of the gyms. I know one's a kicker, but still, it's very important. Never mind. I'm not lying to anybody but myself. Let's fix that. It's a kicker. We'll put 10 on him. We're still going to keep him top 3 just because I like to have my top 3 be my, players. So, or my gyms. So then we are going to add some to this quarterback just because I do like him. I like him. I think he's solid. I know we're number 1 on him, but still. Want to add just like 10 to some of these guys, make sure we're good here, and then we can start adding more to the board later. But for right now, I just want to make sure that we get at least some guys locked up where they know, like, hey, our team wants to, our brand new school. Like, we're losing that one to Navy, that one to Michigan State. Probably going to lose both of those. So now we don't really have anything else to do this week. As you can see, the scores and schedules of week 0, there are only 4 games going on right now, and none of them are interesting. Got number 11 Florida State, and then a whole bunch of trash. So we will go ahead and sim it to the next week as well, and I believe this will be our first game of the year against Ball State, unless I'm mistaken and we have one more bye. And Pro Potential, see, like, Pro Potential should be an F. Okay, we play Ball State this week, so this is perfect. And then we are looking good on all these guys as of right now. Okay, we want to keep all those. We have 180 hours to play with. So like certain guys, like the quarterback, I'm gonna want to put 50 on. Reggie Hunt. I know he's a bust, man, but still 3-star. I can already schedule a visit with him. We are gonna do that ASAP. We're gonna schedule. We're not gonna win many games, so we're gonna schedule a lot of bye weeks this year. I'm not even gonna lie. Proximity to school. See, I don't like this. This is the one problem with Team Builder that I feel like personally they need to fix. I am in Kansas. Proximity to home is not an A, okay? This man is from Georgia. I understand Kennesaw State. I don't know where they actually are in real life. I'm sure they're somewhere near Georgia. But Kansas is not in Georgia. That's got to be fixed. But outside of that, I have no complaints. This is awesome. Having such a blast. We'll just put 25 on Tony Michaels. D'Angelo Merrick, he's out of Kansas. He's in our little area, so we want him to know that, we like them homegrown talents. And we are now leading K-State on them. The corner, we're still going to put some points into. Actually, I'm not going to yet. We're going to keep that as is. I do want to go ahead and put some points into these guys, because these like low star guys are going to commit very early. So the sooner I can get commits, the sooner I can add more players to my board. So that's going to be the goal with that. As we're going to get that quarterback there, and then we'll put 10 on the athlete and 5 more on this right tackle. I'm not going to put any points into that kicker just because we're already going pretty heavy on a kicker. So we're just going to leave that kicker unscouted for now. But yeah, we are looking good right now as a, basically a 0-star program, 1-star program. We're looking solid. Only getting 350 hours, which is tragic. I've been playing a little solo KU Dynasty, and man, that one has been not as hard to recruit as this is so far. So I do hope you guys did enjoy. We will be having another episode probably tomorrow with Game 1 against Ball State. I'll be playing every snap, trying to take the Topeka State Cobras from the 1-star trash-ass school that they are into a 5-star powerhouse. Taking us from wherever we are now, I believe we're in like the Mountain West or something, and taking them to the promised land of, the Pac-12, Big 12, something like that. I'm sure one of those conferences don't exist anymore. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for next episode, which will be coming up real soon. You guys, I'll see you next time.